Hey everyone, don't get anxious, get prepared. It's Thursday, it's second Thursday, and what we like to do is come on and give some 15 minutes together live so you can ask your questions and things of this nature. But I'm going to give 3 tips on ways to empower your August. So remember, we do a live on first Monday and we also do a live on second Thursday. So whether you're enjoying me on whichever broadcast or ever platform you are, go ahead and comment. Let me know where you are, what you're doing. And of course, I'll be looking at your comments too. But I'm going to go through a lot of information. So y'all know what I always say. I'm always this person says, low tech, high tech, right? Get your pens, invite your friends. Let's have a good 15-minute conversation on ways to empower this month in your career, your life, or business. So I'll be right back. Yep, I am right back. Remember, always visit our website, updated tcenow.com. Lots of great information. I update it every month to give you tools and tricks and tips to change your game. Everyone's got sort of like the back to school vibe. So I'm going to give you some things you can do. So remember too, no matter what I say here today, if you have a question or a comment, hit me up, send me an email at info@tcenow.com. I look at them all month and I might pick one of your questions to discuss what's hot, right now. So I want you guys to really jumpstart August. So I definitely want to get into the conversation. And look, thank you so much for being here, Mr. Tony. I I appreciate you and your support. Absolutely. So if you have a question or comment, please let me know. So let me jump into a quick number because I want to make sure we get this. At the time of us talking right now, right? The unemployment rate has changed. It's gone up to 4.3%. And I'm going to give you the source. So those of you who are listening to me now or later, don't believe me, go to the source. Go to bls.gov. You're going to get all the information you need on all the stats. Someone said earlier the hiring boom is over because they saw the 4.3. If you caught my last video that I did first Monday, I gave my take on that. It's not over. It's just 4.3%. Things are going up, which means you have to get your game on. So on that note is why we're going to get into our conversation. And y'all know, I've got to give you a push-up. This is our push-up for this month. If you get my newsletter, you're going to get some more push-ups too, but I want you guys to really pay attention to this. Don't discount the power of time and timing. Yes, I want all of your A game. I want your profiles looking great, your resumes and things in it. But sometimes it's about time and timing. And that's why I truly believe we don't get ready, we be ready. So when the time and timing shows up, you ready to go. So please focus all things on this month, right? Very, very important. So let's jump to the 3 things that I want you all to use these takeaways to change the game, whether you're self-employed, whether you're a career seeker, actually job seeker, career changer, or somewhere in between, because some of us are really there sometimes. That's kind of how the real world works on that. And so I love it. He says, the power of T2. He does that. I can't figure out how he does that, but that's what he does. I think that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony. So listen, we're only together for about 15 minutes. I've already given 3 in just some context. So here's one of the first things. Back to school, boost your career. And again, as I say the word career, understand I'm talking to W-2s, 1099s, self-employed, brick and mortar, job changers, career seekers, retirees, because y'all aren't done yet. You're thinking about what's next. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. But we are in this back to school at the time of us talking right now. Folks are coming away from the holiday season. Okay, you guys are texting me on my phone. All right, okay, this is live, not this is how we do. Let me put that down. All right. It's the fall season. So everyone is going back. Some schools have even started now. It's that type of thing. So get all the salt and the sand and the vacation out the brain. You can take one later, but now it's back to work. So this is a great opportunity, August, to leverage that fresh start, the energy of the academic year, to reevaluate your career business goals. I'm also an adjunct professor, so I actually did my back to school to see how many students I've got signed up in my course, and there I am, about 22 students already. So I teach for a college here in my area. So hey, we all I got out the sand, I logged in to see what's going, but it's also a chance for a fresh start. To do some things different this year that maybe I didn't do last year. Same thing with our brand as TCE. We do that every August. In fact, and one of the other things I do, I take August as a time to get some re-engineering, some refreshing, some things of that nature, so I can make sure that at the end of the year I'm putting in some new spin on my stuff. But it's got to be substance now, but some good stuff to change our game, right? In the theory of school, you got to do your homework. There are no shortcuts to success. And I can't claim that. Someone must have said that. But you've got to do the work. You've got to do the work. And if you do the work, you'll get some great results. So explore, explore, big word here, because I know there's a lot of options for a lot of you guys, but vet it. You're going to hear me say the word vetted a lot, right? Vetted professional development opportunities that align with industry needs. I'm saying vetted for real. As I've got people you guys are waking up and you're like, oh, I want to get a job now. I hate where I'm at, but I want to do something. So now you're reaching out to me in August when I think you should have reached out in April, but it's okay. Come on, reach out to us now. And I even had some of you say, well, I want to get this job. And I had a degree that I took courses during my degree. I had this skill, but everybody wants the certification for me to do this thing that in my training or in my education I did. I just don't have the certification for it. So listen, there are times, and I'm big on this. Can you do the job? And if you do you have evidence applying the skill? If you do, make sure you're selling that. You don't need a certification for everything. I'm dinosaur in that area, guys, a little bit, right? Can you do it? Do you have proof positive that you know how to do it? Okay. And if you do, don't get certified in that. I mean, but there are some things that the industries do allow. I mean, let's face it, if I'm going to be a brain surgeon, there's certain things I have to be certified in. That's what's going on. So I want y'all to kind of, again, vet it. Just because I create a quick, fast, and a hurry training program off the cuff, it doesn't mean it's got some weight. So I want you to really do your homework. Tony says, time to get out. Get out of the sand. Absolutely. And start your game for the result you seek. Absolutely. And thank you for that. But yeah, because there's folks are jumping into I have seen some resumes that you guys bring me, and I think they're great, but there's like 16 certificates and some certs, and I'll say, well, when did you do that? Have you done it? And I get the deer in the headlights because you got all this paper, but there's no evidence of application. And I don't know how that makes you valuable just because you have the paper when you don't have evidence of application. So that's what I mean about vetted. So please do your homework and make sure it's something that's going to have some weight. In terms of wait, did I jump to something? I think I did. My bad. I'm right here. Sorry, right here. I'm getting excited, guys, about the fall. So number one, so again, do your homework, explore vetted professional training, and that's all based on my back to school to boost your career. So let's get back in the game. Now, point 2, okay? Got to gear up for the fall hiring season. Fall is coming. In case you're not aware, or you think it's not true, or you think something else happens after summer, I need to tell you, fall and winter are coming. The summer and the spring is when you prep for the fall and the winter, okay? So maybe you did, maybe you didn't. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you right now, it's time to gear up for it. So one way that we're going to gear up for it, and yes, I know I say this a lot, but I'm going to say it again this month because this is the time to make some things happen. Your first work sample students, career folks, business folks, entrepreneurs, military retired, whoever you are that you're getting ready to do something different on Monday. I don't know if you guys get that the first thing folks see about you, okay, profiles, resumes, of course, if they physically get a chance to see you, you got 8 seconds to wow. I mean, you really do. So I want you all to think, so when you're getting ready to put your documents together, you've got 12 of them or one of them, different resumes for a different day of the week. Think of it, this is your first work sample. This is your pre-test. This is the thing that someone's going to judge you by. This is something that, this is your artwork. If you want to go there, this is your thing, right? It's your thing. So it's your first work sample. So please invest all the gifts and talents and time and treasure that you have in it, because it's the thing that's going to speak about you before you get to talk about yourself. So as you're gearing up for the hiring process for this fall, flip the script a little bit. Let me tell you, the resume and your profiles are your first work sample. So if I go and visit you on LinkedIn and you say, oh, it's not ready yet and all of that kind of stuff, or I haven't updated, or I haven't been here, or I asked for a resume and you say, well, this is the one that I kind of send, but I got to fix it. I'm just telling y'all, you're giving folk your first work sample. So think about that for a minute. Think of it from that perspective. Dolly says you have to deliver what the paper can't do. Come on. I love that. I need evidence. Talk, you got to walk that talk, right? Yeah, I need evidence because that's called value, and that's what people pay you for, right? They don't pay you for what you fitting to do or what you're about to do. They want to know what you can do and what you've done, and that's the deal. So this is your first work sample. So think about your resumes and things of that nature as you're digging them up and dusting off the sand, right? Again, fall is coming, so connections still matter. They still matter. Some of you have had fun at the beach. You've done beach stuff and hung out with your friends, and did all kind of stuff, and that's great. But did you know that was also an opportunity to network? That the barbecues and all those things y'all did, and hanging out and festivals and all that, opportunity to have conversations with other people and build some bridges and build some connections, or as we say, real relationships. So connecting still matters. So again, get the sand out your brain. Let's start thinking strategically who to network with online and offline. Hey, you got some recruiters that it'd be great to maybe reach out, introduce yourself, do some informational interviews. Or if it's not a recruiter or a headhunter or someone that hires, think about people who have access. You'd be surprised who has access. And it doesn't always have to be a manager or a supervisor. It's someone who has access to an opportunity, a name, a location, or something that you want to get in front of. So broaden your horizons a little bit in your networking, but please be strategic. Networking there's times that maybe we're at the bowling alley and we're just having fun. But when if you're out at networking events and things of that nature, as you discover which ones you want to go to, please be strategic. You can't be everywhere, and your time is valuable. So pick the one that gives the most punch, or two, or three. That type of thing. It's very important, okay? So that's our number 2. Remember to gear up for the fall, because fall is coming and winter comes after that. Now, y'all know that I'm the career engineer, so don't get anxious, get prepared. I'm all about that networking. I really am. So even though my number 3 also kind of hits number 2, it's important. But here's the thing I want y'all to get. It's about networking sometimes in unexpected places. Because I know we have, your trifecta things. You have your organizations you're a member of. You've got your conferences at the job. You've got these things that are, traditional, standard networking places, and there ain't nothing wrong with those. Those are great. But sometimes the secret stuff comes in the secret places, the hidden places and spaces. And you would be surprised that you're probably in wonderful, unexpected places that can produce a result for you. So here's my definition. If some of you have seen some of my other push-ups, I believe when 2 people are in a room, it's a networking event. That's the way I look at it. And the other person obviously is not me, right? But you just don't know who you know or who you don't know, deep or wide or whatever. So don't limit your networking to the formal events. There might be an after, we call them afters in TCE world, but coffee, go out to mingle somewhere after an event, or a couple of friends having dinner parties, or folks, gathering at some gathering space. Networking is a skill, but you can be in certain places, sports, worship centers, recreational places. People who make baskets. I'm trying to think of like all kind of places. When 2 or more people are in the room, it's a networking event. So if you're only, that word, that's my word there, only doing the formal stuff, you might be missing out on some really great connections with diverse networking circles that you're probably tapped into, but you're not working. So I really want you to look at some of the unexpected places. Some of it can be your dinner table, right? That you could share your gifts, your talents, what you want, where you want to go in those things. And you might find someone that knows it, right? You might find someone that knows it. So back to those networking unexpected places, right? You got to be active. I mean, you got to be active. And again, I'm someone that loves the internet. Y'all know I do. I'm doing this by technology right now. But you still have to follow up, right? You got to follow through. You've got to reach out. You've got to leverage the new connections you made. You can follow up with this little device here, email, text, phone. They all work, but you've got to do something. You can't just rely on online only. I mean, it can get you kind of far, but at the end of the day, people will do business, right? People will refer folks they know, like, and trust. How are folks going to trust you 100% online? Online's a tool, but how are they going to trust you? Why would I refer someone I just met online? Right? It takes time to get to know them. So you need to something, text, email, phone call, Skype, Zoom, whatever you do to really take it to the next level, to leverage for collaborations or mentorships or job leads, business opportunities. You've got to be active. So again, that's part of that networking in unexpected places this month. So the secret to this too, what really makes the networking in unexpected places is you got to talk to people. You can't get away from talking to people. You got to. There's no, I told you got to do the work. You got to talk to people. Be surprised what you find out when you talk to folks. You got to know what to say, when to say it, and you have to know your audience. There goes, that's networking training, right? So you need to know all that. But one big thing too, I just really want you guys to strike up these, let's say you are at a formal event, you go into your conference or there's stuff at school, your students, and there's all these, things that happen on college universities, which are great. Or, there's other things, but strike up a conversation. Like, I know we go to conferences and we go to our little workshops, but talk to folk in the hallway. I'm telling y'all, there's some magic moments that happen in unexpected places. So if you're not doing some of this stuff down here, expanding your territory, striking up a conversation, online forums or social gatherings, you're really missing out on some good stuff that can really change your game on Monday morning so you can get ready for the fall hiring season. So I'm going to do a quick we call it recap. First, of course, I want you guys to make sure everything I've said today, everything I'm doing, you can find everything about us and what we're doing at tcenow.com, right? And so make sure whichever platform you're enjoying my voice right now, subscribe, follow, like, share, all that stuff. And remember, tcenow.com is your one-stop shop. It really is. So definitely check us out there for all the things that we can offer you. But I definitely want to get to strike, I want to do a quick retail. Hey, Dr. Phyllis, what's up? Strike up a conversation, man. I'm telling you, when I was a kid, I got in trouble for talking a lot, right? I mean, I'm talking about kindergarten, y'all. I was in trouble all the time. I am so glad I didn't listen to the folks that told me not to talk, because the only reason I'm here is because I strike up conversations in the most empowering way. So number one, my 3 tips for you to use and put these into practice like this month. That's why on second Thursdays, I do this live on a certain platform, but I want to give you all this information early in the month so you can put into practice. So number one, back to school, boost your career. So we're going to go back. We're going to leverage the fresh starts of everything of this academic year. We're going to think of some new stuff. We're going to do some new things. We're going to reevaluate. We're going to, what don't work, we're going to either re-engineer it or put it to the side and do some other things that we can get together. We've got to do our homework. There's no shortcuts to success. The work will pay off, but make sure you're doing good work, smart work with your hard work. It's very important. And find out what's hot in your industry. Number 2, fall is coming, and the hiring season in fall is pretty substantial. So right after Labor Day in the US of A, everybody loses their mind. So you got between Labor Day and the first week of November. So it's coming. Y'all be ready versus get ready. So gear up for the season. And like I said, your first work sample is that resume. Entrepreneurs, you need one too. So please get yours updated. You want to go for contracts and RFPs, you got to have your resume right. So your online presence and that resume is your first work sample. So think about that when you say you're going to put 10 minutes into it, or you're going to have AI do your first work sample for you. I'm just saying. I got some class with Dr. Phyllis. Thank y'all. And remember, those of you who are live, you can put your websites or anything. I'll give you a shout out. And again, comment, like this and comment. We really appreciate it. And I can't tell you enough that, networking still matters. Even though we're tech folks and I love technology, there is nothing that's going to replace human-to-human conversations and networking. So it matters. Be strategic, right? So my third point was the power of networking, those unexpected places. Oh, shameless plug. Do you guys know we have a TCE Reset and Recharge Retreat, October 11th through the 13th here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Hit me up at our website, tcenow.com. Our early savings ends August 31st, right? The big deal is we've got these incredible oceanfront rooms on the oceanfront. And since there's another conference happening down there, a really big one, the rooms are like $300, $400, $500 a night. Ours is $149 plus taxes and fees, right? But I only have a few, so you want to get there. So talk about networking and unexpected places. The TCE retreat on the beach. Find out more about it, tcenow.com, right? And remember my rule, 2 people in the room, it's a networking event. That's a way to do things in a different space, no matter where you are outside of formal conventions and conferences. That's where some of the magic happens. So make sure that when you're out here doing these things, that you're striking up conversations in the hallway, at Panera. I mean, I'm telling y'all, that's where the magic moments are. Just think about it. Just think about it. Or even your dinner table. You never know. You know, I have a dinner party like every Friday. Boy, we can network. All I just need 5 or 6 people and I'm good. I'm telling y'all, that's the magic sauce right there. So let me see if there's any other questions. Because again, we will see you next month. Remember, those of you in the 757, I'll be on television on the NBC and the Fox affiliate after the Olympics. I had to wait till after the Olympics, but there'll be more on that on our website. Let's see what final questions we may hear. Yay, Dr. Phyllis will be there. Hey, Dr. Phyllis, we're looking, oh man, and this woman's deep. She's deep, y'all. We're going to be retreating with her. It's awesome. We're so excited about this. And we want you all to be there, but it's gonna be 20 or 30 folks though. But anyway, we want y'all to come. So definitely come in and support us. So listen, thank you so much for letting me share. Like I said, our push-up for this month, because I really want you all to put this into your groove. I'm getting it. It's coming. Here it is. Remember, don't discount the power of time and timing. Very important. So don't always get ready. Be ready, because when time and timing align, I'm telling you, that's some powerful stuff, y'all. That's some powerful stuff, right? So thank you so much for being here with me. You guys have a blessed month. Have a safe month. And I look forward to your comments. If you put them on any of the platforms you're enjoying me on, I will reach out. And remember, our email, info@tcenow.com is where you find us. So remember, don't get anxious, get prepared. Have a blessed month. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching our Career and Business Show. I hope you learned a lot about today's topic. If you enjoyed the show, please let me know by visiting our website, tcenow.com, and sending me an email. I'd love to hear from you.